Hi, John.
How are you?
Last videos we spoke about tier margins, margin, leverage, and recently we received inquiries is about net open position. What does actually it mean, and how to operate with that term, and what does it mean for the brokers, and what does it mean for the traders, for the end users of the brokers? So how broker has to deal with that and manage this? Can you please elaborate on this?
Yeah, so net open position is a topic that is extremely important in your operation. A net open position is the maximum USD notional you can hold as a position within that LP. It's typically dictated by the amount of collateral you place with that particular LP, and there's a designation of how much margin is given to you and what margin is required at any given moment when you have a trade. For example, if you send to the market 1,000 lots of gold, for example, essentially each one lot of gold is 100 ounces of it. Basically, you have sent to the market 100,000 ounces of gold.
See.
And this trade is multiplied by the rate at the very moment when it's executed. So basically, if gold is trading at $1,800 as an example, you have sent to the market a trade that is so large, which will most likely exceed your NOP USD notional amount given to you. This NOP concept comes so that a broker doesn't exceed a certain threshold or limit within that
LP. And why LP is doing so? Because they have this threshold applied to them from the prime broker who is behind them.
And that LP has to have a threshold for that entity because remember, the LP must be well capitalized with their prime brokerage. And the prime broker is very risk adverse. They're very conservative, therefore they don't give out just large, quantities of NOP to anyone. It's a very slow process to build, but safe approach in the long run.
So basically, John, when a liquidity provider gives you a high net open position and gives you the pretty low margin requirements, it means that most probably he used his own capital in order to increase the efficiency for you as a broker, and he used his own capital in order to cover the difference between that prime broker gives him and he gives to you.
Couldn't have said it better. Basically, the broker is funding that gap in capital. Because no retail broker, for example, is going to come to an LP and be willing to pay that margin requirement that the PB applies on that prime of prime relationship, or LP as we know it as well.
I see. So that's why basically, if we go back to the topic about tier margins, NOP and tier margins, it's two different things, two different meanings, but they are kind of correlated and cross-connected because one depends on another.
Absolutely. It's just the way the industry is protecting itself. There's no such thing as infinity. NOP doesn't take place, but it's all based on collateral allocation.
Cool. Okay, thank you very much, John. I hope that now it's a bit more clear for our audience what does mean net open position term. Sometimes you can hear NOP, so that's the meaning of net open position. So please guys, any questions, any new unclear definitions, please send us your inquiries, okay? Thank you, John.
Thank you.
Yeah.